camera was so low when I turned it on. Dude, I'm sweating. It's so fucking hot in this house.
Welcome to the podcast where we talk about anything and everything that comes out of the crapshoot. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host.
I'm Aang.
James. I call him James. Everyone else calls him Jimmy. It just works like that.
It's weird.
A lot of things have happened this week, James.
Yeah, a lot of things have happened this week, JD.
Yeah, are you back in town or?
I mean, look at where I am. You see me reach my hand back, just pull this down. It's been a green screen.
Oh, you're on Discord. I see.
Yeah, I'm on Discord. That's why I said I look sweaty.
I see.
So,
what were you doing?
Yeah,
James,
my sister was
almost
up in
didn't make
Reno.
it back.
Yeah, my sister was up in Reno, and we had to go pick her up and bring her back. And it's almost a full day's trip.
That's very nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, especially when my dad just sings the only parts of only one part of a song, but he says it like back to back over and over again.
Yeah.
He goes bow wow wow.
And that's it?
Bow wow wow.
Hell yeah.
Bow wow wow. Daddy's only friendly place was a woman's lap.
I thought you were about
only
to
friendly place was a
make
woman's lap.
do that one
Daddy's
jingle from
only
that
friendly
song.
place was a woman's lap. It was just like he kept singing those over and over again, and it wouldn't like there was nothing that like premeditated it. He'd just be like silent, and then all of a sudden he'd just start going bow wow wow for like 10 minutes straight. And, like it doesn't get to me, but I had nothing I could do to like turn it off, like to put headphones in.
Just turn it off, please. Just turn it off.
He'd only do it when we had no signal, so I was forced to hear him.
Yeah.
So it was just me sitting in the shotgun and him just sitting next to me going bow wow wow.
I thought you were gonna do that jingle that was like da 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 bad.
Bad to the bone. Bad. No. It was also we were listening to like a podcast and the guy talks very quietly in it, but we can't have it too loud because there's like a noise in it that like upsets my dad's ears. And so we have to like
Really?
listen to what he's saying, and my dad will just start like going bow, like talking so much louder than the podcast itself. And it's like missing all the details and stuff, and I'm just like, shut up, just listen.
Yeah, it reminds me that that SpongeBob and Squidward when they get lost delivering the pizza.
Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me.
Mm-hmm.
The Krusty Krab. Yeah. I get what you're talking about.
Yeah, but you got your sister now, and it's all good.
Yeah, we got her. You know, her friend's gonna be living with us till I think the 28th.
I see. Is this another friend, or is this the same one you were telling me about before?
Same one.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, and you know, that was a lot of fun.
I'm sure it was.
So much fun. I loved it.
So much fun, you loved it. Anyway, James, you wanted me to watch something before we did this. What was that, James? What did I just see?
If you watch the correct thing, it should have been the Netflix live action One Piece trailer. Sorry, on my desk fell.
Yes, that is what I watched.
So, have you ever watched One Piece before?
I have tried to, I think, but it just wasn't.
I like that. I tried to.
I mean, I watched like maybe like 70-ish episodes of it.
Oh God!
So I got pretty.
About getting to 1,000.
I was about to say I got pretty far into it, but it wasn't actually that far
Oh.
compared to like how many episodes there are total. So yeah.
I just can't. I haven't even.
I know the whole I know the premise of it and everything and the characters.
I get the premise and the idea. I don't want to watch it.
I mean, it's
I
an
don't want
interesting
that style.
premise. Sounds like a fun premise and everything, but the way that the episodes are laid out is like it's unwatchable. I don't know if it gets better in like later. It probably gets better in later episodes, but like
I
early
mean,
ones are they're literally unwatchable
it just sounds so fun and it sounds
because
really inventive
the
and creative.
progress
That shit fucking sucks, man. I just don't want it.
it's I mean, yeah, it's okay, but like it's the tempo of it. What do they call it? Like
The pacing.
pacing. The pacing is so slow. I can't get through it. So
I just don't want to watch it because I dislike the art style so much. I don't like
I know you don't like
really
it because
just
of the
like
art style.
yeah. It's also like why I probably won't ever watch JoJo's because I think the art style is fucking atrocious. I think it's too much and it doesn't translate well in my opinion.
Hey, to each their own.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know if I don't. Are you part of the camp that believes art is like objectively or objectively bad? Like you can prove that it's bad.
uh if I slap my hand on like a painting with like some paint on it and I call it art, that's it's bad. I think that, but I don't think art is like subjectively bad. Like objectively, I mean, I think it's a subjective
So you
thing. I
don't
think
think
it
there's
does
like
matter to like the
objectively bad
person.
art styles?
I to me, yeah, but like I don't speak for everybody, so it's like I know it's subjective. It's you think, you know. People aren't gonna like the shit I like
Okay,
because they think
James,
it looks like people with Ruby.
Mister.
People
I
think
don't have
Ruby's
my
art style
own
looks bad,
opinions.
but I think it looks good. I think it looks fine. I think it looks very good compared to how it did at the start. And people are like, "This looks as bad as the first season." It's like, no, it objectively doesn't. It's objectively a completely different art style now because of two different
This looks
programs.
terrible. Hey, Peter,
Finish up.
remember the time?
I want to say it so much now. Just fuck off. I don't care.
Yeah, so
Uh,
yeah, I watched the live action trailer and it
yeah,
doesn't look terrible to me. I mean, I thought it looked okay.
yeah. It
What about you,
looks a little
James?
goofy. I like it honestly.
Yeah.
But I also I like the Cowboy Bebop live action. So
What I
fuck,
like even more though is that like
I can't wait for the elitists to come in and be like, well, he liked the Bebop live action, so he's just a shill. He just likes any live action anime.
he just likes Netflix. He's part of the cutie club.
Me over here who's always been criticizing Netflix for their choices.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you have a Netflix subscription?
No, my brother does.
I see. And you just
So
password share
I
on his
use
account.
his. Yeah, we
You
password
you
share.
know you can't do
But
that
don't let
anymore.
Netflix know that. Fucking crazy. So stupid.
You know you can't do that
Fucking,
anymore, right?
it's so
That's against their
stupid.
TOS. You can't do that.
I don't give a shit.
Okay.
It's it's
Because you're
they're so
bad
shitty.
to the bone.
Burr, 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 burr.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I watched the trailer
Yeah, I
and
think it looks good.
I think it looks better than probably other IPs that Netflix have right now, like
Yeah,
Squanch
like
games. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
I was
yucking.
saying, the
I'm yucking on
production
your
value
yum.
of these two shows are not the same.
I'm yucking on your yum. I don't care about the production value. I care about the overall value.
It it's something that's so specific about it is that it looks like how Zack Snyder films his movies. Like
Well, actually, after I've
how he
watched The
filmed.
Flash, I now appreciate Squid Game's
I
production
don't want to
value way
know.
more.
I don't want to know anything. I don't want to know
I'm
anything.
sure you
I
can
haven't
guess
seen it. I don't
already,
want to know
though.
anything.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm debating
I don't
whether or
want
not
to.
to just
I
completely
don't
ruin
want
this
to.
movie for you right now. I'm debating in my head
Why?
because because it'd be
Why be
funny
like that?
and it's
Why
recorded.
be like
See,
everybody on YouTube and TikTok who just straight up post stuff without saying spoiler
well, I mean,
alert
you could
anymore?
just not
Like
look at
what
it.
fucking brain dead what brain eating virus
You
entered
could be like
our
Charlie, just
fucking
say brain rot.
society where it's just people going and just fucking like recording shit. And it's like that's always been a thing. But now people are uploading it and they're not like putting spoiler alert in the beginning anymore. It's just like straight up saying Bumblebee dies, or like
So,
it's literally the first second. And it's like a scene from Flash, and I'm
three
like, I have
reasons
seen
why
it. This one's
Bumblebee
in trailer. I
dying
can
is
scroll past.
not cool.
I don't give a shit. I like it. Just it's just annoying. It's like the etiquette is gone of it all. It's like this is why films will no longer succeed to me, is because people are gonna fucking post super doubt like like bad quality versions of it off their phones on all social media. And fucking after Across the Spider-Verse came out, guess what was on every fucking TikTok live stream I saw? Somebody streaming the
Spider-Verse?
entire movie over and over again.
Well, TikTok's just like that, man. You
Just
can't blame it. It's just the nature.
it's
It's like an
it's
animal.
just it's insane to me. It's like the etiquette's gone. There's no care for it anymore. It's just people going and
I
fucking
can't
doing
relate to
this
what
shit.
you're saying right
And
now
it's
because I don't use
I know you
TikTok,
can't
so
relate,
I
kid,
never
because you
get
don't give a
spoiled.
shit.
I never get spoiled about anything.
Yeah, but you also don't give a shit. You don't care about movies and stuff.
That's true. Because at the end
That's
of the
why
day,
it doesn't matter
they're
to you.
just
But like,
movies, all
I fucking love
fun little
movies. I love
movies.
TV shows and stuff.
And what happens in the
Yeah, but
Flash is that you're taking your headphones off there.
Yeah, I took my headphones off.
Yeah.
Here, hold on, wait. I forgot. I have
You
to
replying
signify
to
it with the.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, but
We're right back. And we're back. So now that JD's gone over what he wanted to talk about, the Flash.
I didn't say anything. I just said
Okay,
that
here.
Anyway, though, yeah, I mean, I kind of enjoyed the movie. I actually think was it the director for the Flash, James Gunn? James Gunn, the one that directed? I think he was, because this movie has a really different tone to
Just let me know
the
when
rest of
you're done.
But how am I
That way I
supposed to
can
let
put
you
my
know,
headphones back
James, if you're
on.
muted all the time, if you can't hear me?
I think I heard you say the word gayer.
Anyway, so I guess James could have his headphones off. I guess he actually thinks I'm going to spoil it, but anyway, I'm going to what was I talking about before? Right, The Flash. I think it's okay. Not super like
By the way,
crazy.
James Gunn didn't direct it.
Oh, James Gunn's didn't direct it?
No,
That's
James
what I was
Gunn didn't
asking you,
direct it.
but I got
So
Donald Wald, so I guess
this I don't know what you by taking my headphone off. So this was made before James Gunn was involved with DC properly with like Suicide Squad and stuff.
Oh, I see.
The Flash movie was like in production and everything. Andy Muschietti, the director of the
Andy
two
Muschietti.
newest, I think that's how you say it, Muschietti or
Yeah.
Muschietti. He has I think he's Italian, so it's you pronounce it how the Italians.
Italiano.
I don't know how they would. I think it's Muschietti because that's how I've heard other people say it. But Andy Muschietti directed the last two It movies, the clown movies,
Yeah.
and because of that, that's what got him the Flash movie.
I see.
Yeah, not James Gunn. Again, James Gunn only directed the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker,
Uh-huh.
and he's just a creative lead right now. He's
Oh,
not
hold on.
really. No, I won't hold
Sorry.
on. Now it's
No,
my turn.
my
I'm in power now. Oh, JD's back. You didn't put a lock on that door. Oh, he's not here. Okay, I'm in control now, folks. It's just me, James. All me. All the power of the universe is at my fingertips as I take control of the podcast. And we talk about what I want to talk about. That's right, baby. We're talking about Transformers.
I'm back.
We're talking about Transformers and who the perfect cast of a new Transformers movie would be. That's right. We're changing up. No Optimus Prime. No Bumblebee. Nobody that was in the previous movies. We bring in the Wreckers. That's right. We bring in Ultra Magnus. That's
Dude,
right. We bring in Springer.
if they actually
That's
made a
right.
Transformers movie like that, it fails so hard.
I don't know. They made Bumblebee that didn't have Optimus in it for like anything but
Yeah,
two
but
scenes.
Bumblebee is like Spider-Man of the Transformers universe.
No, that's
He's,
not.
he's a
good
fan
comparison.
favorite.
That is not a good comparison.
Really? I feel
Yeah.
like that's the
Calling
normal.
Bumblebee
I feel like
Spider-Man
that's
is
the
not-
general.
That's
perception
not a
of them.
good comparison because those are very different. The
Because like Optimus is like Iron Man in the
Spider-Man
MCU.
and Transform. God, I fucking hate that you're
And
saying
then,
that.
well, I mean, it's true. You hate it because you know it's true.
I hate it because it's not how it works. If anything, Spider-Man's only like that because of Bumblebee. So Spider-Man's the Bumblebee of the MCU. But anyways, I don't know if you were looking at my webcam when I was
No, I didn't. Oh wait, do you still have it on?
yeah,
I'm not looking
I
at
also
it.
I have a visual thing I'm going to show you.
Oh, do you need to show me something?
Yeah, but I was gonna wait till we talked about some stuff first, then I was gonna get into it. That way it
Oh,
wasn't like a
sure.
big thing. It was just a
Yeah.
little thing that we do later on.
Mm, yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it would succeed, honestly. I think the idea of the Transformers movie Skyfire, Project Skyfire that they want to do, which was just be a Jetfire movie about like the Vietnam War, I think.
Yeah.
I think that would have been great in the same way that like
Oh, and then he
Kong
wouldn't be an
Skull
old man
Island.
anymore, though. That's
No, he'd be young, and I think it looked like it would be in the vein of something like Kong Skull Island, where that movie did really well, despite being so little about King Kong. But anyways, The Flash, what were you saying? The director is Andy Muschietti, and
Oh yeah, I think they're letting the director direct another movie for DC, right?
yeah, I heard something about that. I think he's doing Batman,
Yeah.
maybe. I'm not
Another
entirely sure.
Batman movie.
Yeah, the
Love it.
rebooted Batman movie because they couldn't give Ben Affleck his fucking own movie,
No, of course
despite
not.
the idea of it being good and all the concept art for it being good,
No, no,
having
no. I
Deathstroke be
mean,
the main
but it's
villain
not
being a
good.
good idea.
But it's not
But
good.
it's whatever. It's just Warner Brothers doesn't know what the fuck they're
Nah, but
doing.
they just make the Joker the villain. Why make that? Who's Deathstroke? I don't know who that is.
Yeah, man. I love when it's just only the Joker because that's the only Batman villain ever.
That's the one
There
that was
aren't
in.
there
That's
aren't
the one that was in the
genuinely
Christian
better
Bale movies,
villains.
man. Gotta bring it back.
Gotta bring him back. I mean, hey, they couldn't get through the Batman without sneaking Joker in. Little cameos off screen until the end of the movie when he showed his weird fucking
His
whatever the
chemical
fuck happened
burned
to his
face.
face.
Yeah. Well, he fell
His
into a chemical
bub
vat.
his pimply, bubbly, acne covered face.
Yeah, his scars and blisters
You want to see my scars,
from the
Batman? Oh
horrible
God, Joker,
chemical
what are
burn
those?
that
I had
created him.
acne as a teenager, Batman. Bad acne.
It's like Jesus. When the Riddler was in the jail with him, it's like Jesus. What happened to your face? He's like, oh, I just had bad acne when I was in puberty.
There's a scene from the show called Camp where like this guy is like standing in the shadows and he's talking to one of the main characters. He's like doing this whole monologue and he sounds like this, and then he steps in the frame and he's like, yeah, and the main character's like, Jesus Christ, what with your face? He's like, what? He's like, oh, I'm sorry. He's just I didn't expect all the acne. He's like, dude, I can't do anything about this. He's like, I'm
Dude,
sorry.
that's
It's
fucked up.
terrifying. I'm sorry. You're scary. I'm sorry. It's terrifying.
Like, Jesus Christ, your face.
Yeah,
I don't want to. I don't want to be rude or anything, but like, oh my God, like you show that in public, like Jesus,
yeah,
man.
the guy like recoils and he starts reacting. He's like, what? Whoa, whoa, man, what the
What?
fuck?
What do you?
Why'd you do that? Why are you saying that, man? What?
Mhm.
But yeah, no, he's gonna be directing the next Batman movie apparently, which will be about Batman, Bruce Wayne, and Damian Wayne, his son. Which is a choice that
Oh man, I
I'm
thought it was
not
gonna be
too
Robert
fucking
Pattinson
hyped
year
about.
two.
It's not going to be year two. It's not Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Okay, it's just a whole new one.
It's the DCEU Batman, and Robert Pattinson, much like Joker, is within his own universe.
Oh, so this Batman is the Ben Affleck Batman?
No, they're recasting.
But no, I mean like the character in universe is the same one.
Maybe
Or
it's not.
okay.
It's not a younger version.
Actually,
It's not going to be. It's not going to be. I don't know.
I was
I
gonna
don't
say
know. It
something,
doesn't
but
make any sense to me. I think it's a bad idea to just recast everybody again.
I was gonna say something, but I think it might have been a spoiler, so I'm not gonna say it.
You better not fucking say shit. I don't want to hear anything.
Okay.
I don't want to hear anything. I
Okay.
genuinely don't.
Do you want to talk about how much you hate Ezra Miller before you want to? Because there's I know you know this. There's two of Ezra Miller in the movie. So
Yeah, that's in the trailer. So I know
yeah,
there's
it's in
two
the
Ezra
trailers.
Miller. I don't know what happens to them, JD.
I think you'll appreciate there's a lot of Easter eggs, and I think you'll appreciate them.
Yeah.
You know
I mean,
that
the
I
whole,
only know their Easter eggs? Never mind.
I mean, the whole from the trailers when they showed the room of just all the different bat suits. I
Yeah.
love seeing that because
Oh yeah,
it's
you
like
like the bat
it
suits?
set off my fucking synapses going, I know what each of these
It
bat suits
fired
are a
off your
reference to.
neurons.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a bat Gotham by Gaslight suit. That's the Arctic suit. That's the armored suit. Like I was like,
That's a
that's
suit he
year
wore
one
to
suit 'cause
the
that has short
Arctic.
purple gloves on the hands.
That's
It was
a,
like,
that's a suit he wore to the Arctic because he was cold and
it's what he wears when he fights Mr. Freeze because it's below zero.
This was Damian Wayne's suit.
Ah,
The son of
no,
Batman.
there is no Michael Keaton, Damian Wayne. He's not real. You're not in this episode.
Yeah, but
Fight.
it was a fun experience. I just watched it with my father. And
Yeah,
have I told you he's a big nerd uggo?
for superheroes or for
Yeah, for
Flash
superheroes because he
or
used to
for
read
Ezra Miller.
when he was younger. He used to read a bunch of the comic books and stuff.
I tell you, JD, this Ezra Miller guy.
Yeah, and I'm
Oh,
pretty sure the Flash is one of his favorite characters. I think it's first it's Batman and then it's the Flash, or
I
maybe it's
think
reverse.
I think Flash is a good character when it's Wally West. I think it's pretty shit. Other than I think
You
it's
think
pretty
Barry
bog
Allen's
and
not very
boring.
good?
I think it's fine. I just think Wally West is what most Barry Allen adaptations look like now. They're just all taking what Wally West was. I think he was a
Ah, so
better
you like to
Flash, a
think
better
that.
character in general. I think Barry Allen's okay, but he's like fucking he's white bread where Wally West is like, I don't know, fucking something nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not plain. I don't know. He's what Barry acts like in the DCU and in the CW and stuff. That's what Wally West is like, but then they just slap Barry Allen's name on it. It's like, this is Barry Allen now, and it's like, no,
This is
no, no,
Barry now.
no,
Well, I
no,
mean,
no,
well,
no.
now he is. So
Yeah, I
that's
guess
just
he
how
is
most
now.
people are going to see him, and that's how I see him. And
Yeah, I know that's how
I
you
don't like
see him.
find it like I mean, you could just if you changed his name to Barry to Wally West, I don't. It's not
You're,
much of a difference.
you're like the people on Reddit who are like, yeah, yeah, go ahead, just change, just color palette swap it and change the name, whatever.
I'm the people around like, okay, maybe you don't like race swapping that much. So, okay, that's fine.
I think it doesn't matter for some characters, if I'm being honest. I
Yeah,
don't think
I
Jimmy.
know you don't care some characters don't get race swapped, but when
Well,
Transformers do it, then all of a sudden it's
it's a
not
race
so
swapping in
cool.
Transformers.
It's color swapping them.
Yeah, it's palette swapping.
That's basically the same thing.
We're saying the same thing here, Mark. You're saying milk and I'm saying milk.
We're all saying
Hey,
race.
malt.
Anyway, though, yeah, it's solid. I don't know if
Yeah,
you'll enjoy the movie that much.
I don't
Because
know. Again,
do you know
it's
that the
something I
movie is
want to
supposed to be a
see before I just
Flashpoint
get
like
spoiled on it.
adaptation of Flashpoint? That
I've
storyline.
heard it's a better version of the Flashpoint. It's like it improves the original Flashpoint, which I think Flashpoint's a great comic.
I like
I
Flashpoint. I watched the animated version of it.
Animated Flashpoint is pretty fucking tight. I mean, it doesn't have all of what the
That was
comic
my
has.
favorite
It's great though.
because the Reverse Flash says in it, it was me, Barry. That's where that came from, by the way.
I
If the
know,
viewers don't know,
JD.
no, we're doing a podcast. Did you forget that,
Are
James?
you recording this? I did
Yes.
not give my consent.
Oh well, that's too bad. What are you gonna do? Cry?
I'm the guy. I'm the
No.
guys who. I'm the guy who's trying to
Start
say
crying.
Destiny illegally recorded somebody's phone call when he didn't.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll like the movie. Maybe I won't. I still have my opinions on Ezra Miller, where I'm like, I don't think they've done a redemption. I
Honestly,
don't
I
think
think if they
them as a
replaced
person.
Ezra Miller right
Also, I
before
don't.
the very release of Flash, I don't think they would have changed much with the movie.
I. I'll say this. I was wrong in the past when I did say Ezra Miller did go back to he/him pronouns. That was false. I don't know who told me that, but I thought they were right. They weren't. It is still they them.
Yeah.
But no, I don't agree with anything they've done though. Um, uh, there's people that defend Ezra Miller. I think a
They're
lot
just
of
a
the shit they've done
big
is so bad.
Ezra heads, you know.
Yeah, just big Ezra head.
Ezra
Uh,
head.
I mean Ezra.
Big Ezzy heads.
Yeah, I think the smart choice would have been replacing them, but James Gunn and other people at DC have said, no, we won't be doing that. They're still young
That would
kids.
mean we have
And,
to reshoot it, and that costs a lot of money. And
yeah, because there's two of them in the whole movie, and they've already finished filming it by the time Ezra Miller went to Hawaii and did all that shit. So they literally could not have. They had finished the movie. They were done. They had filmed both versions with both Ezras, and it would cost way too much to not only get rid of Ezra, but to reshoot the entire movie now.
mm,
I know people are like, just simply reshoot it. It's fucking impossible
just
at
simply
that point.
reshoot it.
It's they.
Just
It's
do it all
not.
over again. Just do it.
It's not Back to the Future where they were like 1/3 through filming and then got rid of the main character to get Jamie Foxx as
Yeah.
not the Jamie Foxx you're thinking of.
Okay, it was a different Jamie
Not
Foxx.
Electro, not Electro.
I was
It's
about to say the
the
only Jamie Foxx I know is Electro.
no. This is a oh sorry, not Jamie Foxx. Michael James Fox, I think is his name. Michael something. But
I
they
don't
got
know. You're
him
the
to
movie
replace the
expert.
original actor who was a shithead apparently.
Hmm.
But it's not like that where it was like it wouldn't matter because they hadn't filmed that many scenes with that actor at the time. It's a thing where they'd film the entire movie, they were done, they'd film both parts, and it would fucking be a nightmare to redo it.
Yeah.
It's not like Avengers Endgame where they just jump onto a green screen and fucking just refilm it, and then it's like, hey, how come they have completely different hair now? And it's like, we don't care. We're the Russo brothers. We just want a fucking paycheck.
How come they have completely different hair now? Completely. You look away for 1 second and you miss the 5 years later screen.
It's not even that. It's not Endgame. Infinity War,
Oh,
where
but you said
everybody's
Endgame.
hair.
Which one is it, James?
No, I said Infinity War. Did I say Endgame?
You said Endgame.
I thought I said okay. I meant Infinity War. I thought I said I was about to say I thought I said Endgame.
Well, I
I thought I
mean,
said
it
Infinity
is
War.
recorded.
But yeah, Infinity War. I mean, also some of Endgame because apparently they did film both the movies and then like shot even more.
You mean like at the
which is so
beginning
fucking
of
stupid.
Infinity War?
It's
Where they
they
have
like
different
film.
hairstyles, but I don't. Their hair doesn't like change in the throughout the movie.
Yes, it does.
It changed
Their
from the
hair.
beginning to like.
Tom Holland's. It happens with most noticeably it's Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr. and Benedict Cumberbatch. Their hair not only changes directions but styles constantly throughout the movie because it was like reshoots on top of reshoots and stuff.
It's good old Benny,
So
you
it's
know.
like you'll see that Tom Holland has like slick back gel hair and everything in this scene, and then he'll have very loose, kind of fluffy hair going in a completely different direction that's slicked back again. And it's Tony Stark, he'll have his hair combed this way, his hair combed that way. His scars will be in different spots all the time, and it's like it's a fucking mess of a movie. People are just are like, it's peak fiction.
Well, I mean,
This movie
I
is
guess there are
flawless.
some small details there
It's not
missing here.
small
That I
details.
didn't.
It's the movie. It's both movies as a whole. They both
I mean,
fucking
some
suck.
scars here and there. Their hair is slightly different. I mean,
And
those
I
sound
mean,
like
no,
small details to me.
those are small things that I did notice, but it's also
I
like
think you only
the
notice it because I
stories.
think there's something wrong with you,
No, the
James. And
stories
yeah,
of
I am going to
Infinity
make fun
War.
of it.
The stories of Infinity War and Endgame. I take my headphones off, but the stories of Infinity War and Endgame, they fucking just suck. They're just so boring. They completely ignore anything that's happening with any character that isn't Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. Anybody else's
I agree with that
motivations and
statement.
story, it
But
doesn't
I don't.
matter.
But I
It's
also don't care
gone.
about
It's
any
so fucking
characters
terrible.
other
I hate
than
it.
other than those three.
Yeah, Jay, I know you don't care about anything because you aren't somebody that's actually watched these movies.
I have watched all the MCU movies minus Galaxy Guardians of the Galaxy, and a couple of them. Anyway,
That's what
though,
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, yeah, they couldn't. What I was saying though, they couldn't. They just couldn't replace Ezra, no matter what the situation was. Unless they were at the beginning of filming, then they could have. But this was after everything was done.
uh,
Also, to think about it, when you think back on it all, the entire situation started when Ezra Miller just randomly posted a video of them in Hawaii saying that they were going to kill the Ku Klux Klan.
I think I've seen some of those crazy videos Ezra's posted
It
where
was
he's
just
like
like
where
just
where they're
one
like
video just suddenly popped up in Ezra in a car wearing the flash ring,
I think Ezra says like
putting it in the camera, going, "We're
I
gonna
am
kill the Ku
I'm the
Klux
second coming of
Klan."
Jesus or something. I don't know. He said they say something like that, and it's crazy.
It's so wild and out of nowhere. It's like just suddenly like they're radio silent. They stop filming. They get their phone back. They, they go to Hawaii. They turn on the camera and they go, "I'm going to kill the Ku Klux Klan." And then it was pure insanity from
You
there
know,
on.
if
It
Ezra
was
wasn't serious
fucking
about that,
crazy.
I thought they'd be joking.
I thought they were serious. I thought I was going to see like Ezra Miller, like in handcuffs or like something had happened. Like I thought I thought they were serious. I at that time I was supporting Ezra because I'm like, yeah, fuck them.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
I
give a
had
shit
a
after seeing
feeling
Ku Klux
you
Klan.
you wouldn't like the movie purely because Ezra Miller's in it.
Yeah, I got my opinion.
because you have a
There's
trouble,
fucking shitty people in all movies.
you have a lot
Like
of
I can't
trouble
ignore
like
it.
trouble separating the art from the artist. So
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say though. Is like I'm going to be looking at it. I'm going to be thinking, I fucking hate Ezra. Ezra is shitty for all the shit they did.
you're gonna be looking at it like, and you're gonna be like, Hawaiian spotted. You know, when that scene
Such a
happened in that
good
movie,
meme.
when that scene happened in that movie, that was all I was thinking about during that scene. I
When
was like,
it zoomed
Hawaiian
in on Ezra's
spotted.
face.
Hawaiian spotted.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see Flash because I've been waiting for this movie, and I was very excited when it got announced and I heard the original story for it.
Yeah, you're a big
I was very
Flash head.
excited. Yeah, I'm a big Flash head. Flash is one of my favorite superheroes and stuff, and
Oh,
I
but
was
not
very
Barry
on.
Allen Flash.
No, but also Barry Allen is involved in a lot of very good Flash stories, so I can't disacknowledge that. Like Barry Allen is one of the main parts of Flashpoint. You can't do Flashpoint without Barry Allen and the connection he has with Eobard Thawne. You can't do that. Like
I
that's the whole
love his.
point,
I
and it's
love
so good.
Reverse Flash's name. It
It's
sounds
so
literally insane.
dumb.
Who made that
It's
up? Give
somebody
him a
who was
medal.
like, "What sounds not real?"
What sounds
Eobard.
what sounds really what's the E supervillain's name? Eobard. Eobard Thawne.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I can't disacknowledge that Barry Allen isn't directly involved in that story because without him, you can't do it. But it's also like when I originally first heard this, I was super on board because it was supposed to be Ben Affleck, Ezra Miller, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. And
In
you
this
don't know who Jeffrey
Flashpoint
Dean Morgan
type of
is, right?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
He played I don't know if you watched it or you're aware of it, but Negan from The Walking Dead.
I know who he is and what he looks like then.
He
Yeah.
played so in Batman vs Superman in the opening scene, he played not the opening scene, but the scene showing Bruce Wayne's parents die. He
Yeah.
plays
Whoa, dude, spoilers.
Thomas Wayne.
Holy crap, man. What the
Spoiler, this happened in Batman vs Superman back in 2016.
No, everybody knows Batman's origin story.
But it was very good. Him showing up was like a very nice surprise because it was like, whoa, we got Jeffrey Dean Morgan to just play Thomas Wayne, and he looked great. And it's also because he was in Zack Snyder's Watchmen and stuff, and so him and our Zack are good friends and
Oh yeah, I
stuff.
forgot he was in
They've done
Watchmen.
movies. He
He was
played
the
comedian, and I'm
comedian.
like, oh, I'm so excited for him to play possibly like
He's gonna be a
fucking
superhero. Well, I
Flashpoint
guess not
Batman,
much of a
Thomas Wayne.
superhero.
And I was super on board because that was the original concept of it, and that's what was supposed to happen. And then it just like at some point they decided, well, we're going to do Michael Keaton as Batman instead. And I think that's when it stopped being a story about time travel necessarily and about multiverse sort of
Hmm.
like because
Well,
what
I
I'm
mean,
assuming
I will
I'm
say this,
assuming from what
James.
the trailers have showed, it looks like he goes to another universe rather than just resets everything. Like he creates a new world type something. Because it's like there are
I
two
mean, you
Barry
can
Allens
guess
now
whatever you
instead of the
want.
one Barry Allen that he's taken the place of.
You can guess whatever you want, but you're wrong, James.
I'm sure I
You're
am.
always wrong.
I don't fucking know, man.
I will say this though, the movie is spaghetti, and it's not a spoiler because you'll know what
What
I'm
the
talking
fuck
about
do you
right when you
mean
see
it's
it.
spaghetti?
It's spaghetti. It's spaghetti, James. You'll know when we watch it.
We watch it.
Yeah, you literally have no idea what I'm talking about. It sounds like nonsense right now to you, James. But when that happens during the movie, you'll know. Just keep that in your mind, okay? It's spaghetti. Am I spoiling it for you already, James? Do you?
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
That's good. You'll know what it means later,
I've
though.
heard. I can't tell if this is because the CGI. Because I've heard the CGI is bad.
It's spaghetti, James. The movie is spaghetti.
The movie
What about
spaghetti.
that? Don't you understand?
Okay. Okay, I get it. I get it.
I, I could just be making this all up, James.
You could be. You could be fucking with me. I don't know. Nothing's real.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know. I could have spoiled the whole movie already, and you can't even tell.
Yeah, man, spaghetti. It's like a bagel with Spider-Man and
Spaghetti.
shit.
It's a type of pasta, and
Spaghetti is the best kind of spaghetti because
spaghetti is the best kind of pasta because it because it's a noodle instead of a tube.
so a noodle.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about Flash?
No, that's about all I've got for the Flash. Is there anything else you want to say about any other topic right now,
Uh,
or
I got two
anything's
things I want to talk
and
about.
been
That's pretty
yucking on
much
your
it.
yum recently that you want to talk about?
Nothing really yucking on my. I do have a guy that's being really weird on Instagram that
There are many people
I'm
like that
not,
online.
I'm not convinced it's you. I'll read you what he
You think
says,
it's
but
me, huh?
I think it's you because it doesn't make sense. It's like
What do you
it
mean?
doesn't make
But
sense
I
in a
make
way that
perfect
you would
sense.
not make sense if you talk to me.
Is it the way that I'm like I'm just trying to be contrarian to you, and by by purely disagreeing with everything you're saying, I don't make any sense?
Not not far off, but like so to give context, this was a video that Michael Jones was doing. By
Uh-huh.
the way, very cut recently. Ooh,
Hey, you know what? Getting fit is always
get
cool in my book.
it's
You
always
know,
wild
props
when
to
he
him,
just
man.
goes from like either really skinny to
Is he like
gaining
filming
weight and
something? Is
just
that
being
why, or is he
cut out of
just
nowhere. What was it?
is Michael Jones filming something, or is he
No,
just
he just
on that
does this.
binge?
This is he's like Christian Bale. He just fluctuates. It's
Okay,
just something he does, and it's like I don't know. It's whatever he wants to feel comfortable with at the time.
sure.
Apparently, I'm guessing is because it's always like he'll just like lose a lot of weight, or then he'll like gain a lot of weight, and then he'll just like get fucking like very fit and in shape, and then he'll just like to fuck with his trainer, he'll just start eating McDonald's a lot to fuck up everything. He's talking about it. He's like, I just like fucking with her. I just like making her feel crazy.
I just basically like gaslighting people and making them go insane.
But so that the context is that this is a clip of Michael Jones playing Rage Quit and he's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's him going, "Oh, it's just gonna be a really easy game," and then like the AI in the first turn plays a card that just ends the game immediately.
Oh, they
And
play
that's
Exodia? They get
yeah,
Exodia?
he's like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I can't read what it says because it's so fucking low quality. Uh
Yeah, well, the game there is a hand in the game. It's 5 cards, but you can draw
oh
it.
no, not Exodia. It plays Pot of Greed twice, and then it
Oh,
reveals a bunch of cards, and then it's
okay.
just game over.
Yeah, I think it draws Exodia in like the first turn.
Yeah,
That's what it
that might
does.
be what it does.
Because
I'm trying to look.
yeah, Exodia is the
It's
five.
Exodia.
It's 5 cards, and what it happens is that it's supposed to be like a monster thing, but if you get all the cards and you summon it, you just immediately win the game.
Yeah, that's apparently what just happened. It looks like. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what Exodia looks like. But
Because I think I've seen that clip before from
it's a
him.
very funny clip. It's
Yeah, because he's
very
like, all right,
funny.
let's just get this started. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Because he
He's like
didn't
talking
even
very
get a
calmly. He's
turn.
like, the first round, it's the best thing. They can never attack on the first go and everything. And it's immediately it gets Exodia, and he's like, "What the fuck?" But that's the preface. And somebody said, and it was me replying to a comment, and it's somebody going, "I miss Rooster Teeth," and I always fucking hate whenever I see somebody say, "I miss blank," and that thing still exists, like they're still making content and stuff. So I just simply said they still exist, and I got like 100 comments of people going, "It's not the same. They got rid of Bernie and Joel. It doesn't. It's not the
I'm not
same."
gonna lie. The whole you came off across to me, I think, as the
Yeah,
I'm
I don't care.
actually
Like
guy.
this isn't me trying to be
Are you
like
surprised that
nice.
they were angry at you?
No, it's
Okay,
it's Rooster Teeth haters. I do
yeah,
not
it's
care.
Rooster
It's
Teeth
people that are
fans,
like
man.
it's people that are like the golden days of when they were racist.
It's the Rooster
I
Teeth
want that
fandom, man.
again.
Why can't he just go back to the old days,
Why
shouting
can't they
slurs and rage quit?
Why can't they just rehire Ryan Haywood? What could go wrong?
I miss Ryan.
But
It's just a Joker voice when you what are you
I'm gonna
saying?
blow their minds. But yeah, it was just a lot of people being fucking upset about this and throwing fits. And then out of nowhere, this guy named Three Gnomes in a Coat just randomly says to me, at James no last name, you don't shop at Hudson Bay for beaver pelts anymore."
Yeah, you don't. So
He's right. But I simply said never did, and he said, "Yeah, we did."
yeah, don't you remember? He's trying to
No, he's like,
gaslight
that's what,
this random person's just trying to gaslight you. He's not even hating on you. He's just trying to gaslight you.
and I'm like, he's like, "Yeah, we did." So I say, "No, we didn't. I do not know you." And this guy just then replies, "You are not part of we."
You can't spell we without you.
This is you. I know this is you. It has
What
to
do you
be.
mean?
'Cause
It's
what the
not
fuck does
me.
this mean?
What was the
Only
account name
you.
again?
3 gnomes in a trench coat.
You think I would name an account 3 gnomes in a trench coat?
I don't know,
To
JD. I don't
symbolize
know what
my
the fuck you would
disguise
do.
on as an alt account?
I don't know what you would do. This person's insane.
Well, number one, I wouldn't be on Instagram.
I don't. I just don't. What the fuck was he saying?
What do you mean? He said what he said. I
Yeah.
don't know what you don't get.
You don't shop at Hudson Bay for beaver
you
pelts
don't
anymore.
shop at Hudson Bay for beaver pelts. What part of that you don't understand?
I never did. Yeah, we did. He fucking said, "Nuh-uh."
He said, remember the time?
What the fuck are you talking about? Who are you?
Hey, James, no last name. Remember the time we shopped at Hudson Bay for beaver pelts?
You don't do that anymore. I never did. Yeah, we did. I don't know you.
Oh, you know what I think he was trying
You
to...
said you are we.
You know what the point I think he was trying to make there? I think he was trying to make like a whole like Rooster Teeth isn't the same anymore kind of like analogy or something.
No, the fuck
But it
you.
didn't come.
No,
I don't think it came across
no,
right.
I'm not gonna let you do this. I'm not gonna let you try to make this make sense. No fucking shot.
No, I mean it's just. I mean it's just the gears.
No,
you gotta turn the gears in your head to understand this
can't
philosophy,
just,
James.
No, you can't just say no. If you think about it, he was trying to say something.
James,
no,
you gotta let him cook.
No,
okay?
he wasn't. No.
You gotta let him cook.
No, I saw what he was trying to cook.
Well, you just said you don't know what he's talking about, so how do you know?
I don't think he knows what he's talking about. I think this man did something before sending that message.
Yeah, what did he do?
I don't know, JD. Did you not look at my camera as I showed you what he did?
No, I'm not looking at the camera. I may or may not be grinding a game right now while we're talking.
Fucking terrible, dude. You're like me.
Did you notice?
So the thing I did want to actually talk about is I made a discovery, JD, today when I got home.
Yeah, you were part of the Discovery Channel.
It was part of Discovery Channel before they got fucking closed down or whatever happened.
Yeah.
They bought somebody.
Yeah, they
bought Warner Brothers. I forgot. Discovery bought Warner Brothers, which is insane to me.
Oh, so Warner Brothers owned by Discovery?
Yeah, they're Discovery Warner or Warner Discovery now.
Oh, that's right. That rings a bell.
But I found a little boxy here.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, look at that.
Remember when it was missing? Hey, yeah. JD, remember the time?
So was it not actually missing the whole time?
No, it was.
Okay.
Because I found it in a box that I don't recognize. And I've never seen before.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this? It wasn't labeled, so I'm like, what is this box? I open it up. It's full of all of my brother's stuff. And then I'm thinking...
That's strange.
It's strange. You know, my brother, who I've accused of stealing stuff from our house on several occasions whenever a large portion of things go missing, and, you know, he used to just come to our house and not say anything. He would just take stuff and then just leave.
Yeah. Like how a normal, you know, completely polite person would do, yeah.
Yeah. Very polite.
I mean, my family does that too, and they get pissed off at each other when they do it.
Is the family that lives in your house, JD?
Yes. You know,
okay,
my
so
father, mother, and sister.
Somebody that doesn't live in my house and does this. This is a person who lives in a completely separate fucking zone.
A separate dimension?
He lives on the other side of the world. No, he lives in like a complete... He lives like several miles away from us. No, like not near. Right. And he just randomly show up to our house. Like he's moving out of his house, and he just randomly starts showing up to our house. And all of a sudden, all of like our dishes, our silverware, and our bowls and shit were just going missing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is weird. And my dad's like,
spoon thief.
Oh, you know, it's probably just in your sister's rooms.
Oh, no, your sister, she's been doing something weird recently, and I think you should talk to her about that.
And I'm like, Dad, maybe I'll find like maybe 2 cups and a couple bowls, but not like all of our bowls that we just bought. and I'm like, I bring it up to my dad. I'm like, you know, my brother, he's moving out of his house, and
it's like you don't name him. You're just like, so that guy.
So
could it be him?
Franklin.
I thought you were playing the Vsauce music right there. So what if?
Wait, no, here, try it again.
Hey, Dad. So what if it was actually the brother and not? Anyway, so yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
brought it
was
to your
like,
dad.
like I was telling my dad, I'm like, he's moving out and he now lives in like a motor trailer and everything, like a motorhome. Uh, and like my dad's like, no, it wouldn't make sense. Why would he put it in his motorhome? I'm like, I'm sorry. My headphones just suddenly turned on and started playing the Michael Jones clip of him screaming, "What the fuck?"
What?
I heard like a little elvish voice just going, like, what? And I realized it was still playing on my phone. I hadn't turned it off.
Oh,
But yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe because he's moving into a new home because he no longer has his old home. And it's like, no. I'm like, no. I'm sure if we, ask him about it normally, we can do this. And my brother came over and my dad just goes, "You stealing our shit?" And I'm like, oh, fuck.
are you stealing our shit?
And I'm like, we should probably ask him when he has the trailer so we can prove it.
Subtlety? What's that?
Yeah. And I'm like, we should probably ask him when he has the trailer so we can prove to see if he has any of it in the trailer. And my dad's like, no. Why would he have it in a trailer? It's class. It's class.
Now I'll show you that he doesn't have any. Do you have any? No. See, look, I told you.
He didn't have the trailer with him when he accused him.
Okay. I thought it was gonna be just like that, where he's like, see, I'll prove it to you. Did you steal shit? No. See, look, I told you.
That's what he does, though. That's what he did because he didn't have a trailer, so he's just like, "You steal it?" He's like, "No." And my dad's like, "See?" And I'm like, "He's like, I have a motorhome. Why would I steal it?" I'm like, "I don't know, thief. Why would you? Why do you do any of the shit?"
I don't know.
You
You tell me. You see, I'm Batman. I'm the greatest detective on the planet, and I know that you're stealing my shit.
You want to know how I know? How I know? Because it's not in this fucking house, and you're the only one who comes over unannounced and just leaves.
You want to know
without
why I
saying
know?
anything.
Why did I find this with all your belongings then?
Right. That's the thing. I'm like, you know where I found it? In his box. You know who I've been accusing of stealing it? Him.
And you know who didn't steal it? Him, said your father.
It's still here. He moved all this shit into our house.
Still here.
Anyways, but yeah, I found it, so I can finally finish the computer.
Wow.
Hey, Jay, how much can I pay you to finish the computer? It scares me when I open it, man.
Why can't you just complete it yourself? It's not.
Because it scares me. Like, I look at it and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking break this.
You're not gonna break it, James.
I am gonna break it. I'm a big brute who doesn't understand what he's doing.
I just gotta get your fingers in there, man. That's all.
My fingers are the size of mountains.
Just gotta get your fingers in there, man. Here, how about this, James? If you could tell me where how about you figure out where all the plugs are supposed to go into, and I'll just plug them in for you. How about that?
No. No.
Because you're afraid of breaking it, right? You're not afraid of figuring out how it actually works.
I am. I'm scared of everything.
Well, if with that amount of courage, you'll never be not the cowardly dog.
Yeah, I know, JD. I'm terrified of a trip I'm taking in 28 days.
Where are you going in 28 days?
I'm going to Austin, Texas.
to meet your idols.
To meet my idols once again.
You know what
so
they say, James? To never meet your.
Yeah,
Except the times that we met your heroes, they were pretty nice people, actually.
And I was just a nervous wreck. No, my idols are pretty chill. Eric Bador and
Didn't
really
he get
the people that
banned off Twitch.
No, he got banned off Twitch.
I don't even know why.
Oh, you were gonna say Twitch, not Twitter.
No, yeah, Twitch.
I thought you were gonna say Twitter. I was gonna be like, no. He's still on Twitter.
There is a thing I want to talk about with Twitch, though.
XQC.
But I'll talk about it after you're done with whatever you're.
Yeah.
So you're gonna finish the computer? You want me to? I can help you out with it for free. You don't have to pay me. Like, dude, you're my friend, and I'm the computer guy. So
give you $5 and a crisp high five.
Thanks. I'll just take the whole computer as payment. Thank you.
Okay.
It's like, dude, how long has it been since you've gotten all those parts?
Like over a year.
You're right. It's probably been like a year and a couple months, maybe. No, a year and. Did you buy it in January or February? I think it was February, right, when all the parts arrived. You bought it in January, but it only arrived in February.
It only was because of that, because of this part, because of this fucking part.
Yeah.
and then I was gonna reorder
That
this
part's
part
been
because I
giving
was
you a
so
lot of trouble,
convinced.
hasn't it? Before and after you have it.
I it's been a cause and a source of pure pain because I was gonna reorder it, and I was like, I swear to God, if I reorder it and then I find it after it arrives,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna give this part to like JD or some shit. Like I can't be bothered to just have two of them because I'll be like having a fucking mental breakdown
I mean,
about it.
you could just return the one you just ordered and then
No,
just
I,
use the one
I
you
I don't like
find.
returning stuff. I don't
Why not?
it's
It's part of the
I
system, James.
yeah,
You
I
don't like
know
being part of
it's
the system? What's wrong with
it's
it?
not it's
You're
it's
not
not
happy in the system?
I feel ungrateful if I return stuff, I guess.
Because you are. You don't have to feel it. You are.
Hey, fuck you,
You just
man.
have to accept it. You know. Be like the rest of your brothers, man. Just don't give a fuck.
Just steal shit. Just
Just
walk
take
into
it,
their
dude.
homes and take
Just
things in
take
front of
it.
their eyes and then
Look,
tell them
say,
I
go
didn't take
walk up
anything.
to something on their show and be like, you know what, this? I want this. Thank you.
I didn't take it.
And then we say, hey, why'd you take it? You say, what? Take what? I didn't take
I
anything.
do this. Take what? And I'm holding the item still.
You're holding it behind your back with one arm, one hand. They're like, what's that behind you? That looked interesting to me. It's just, what is that?
What's what behind me?
Huh? What?
That? What's that? It's nothing. It's nothing.
It's that? It's just something, man.
Nothing, man.
It's nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing you don't have to worry about.
You want to talk about Twitch though?
Yeah, XQC, biggest
Right.
streamer on Twitch. You know what he did?
He took $100 million deal,
He signed a little contract with
but he
Kick.
can still stream on Twitch.
Yeah, it's a non-exclusive contract, which
So they're
by the way is probably the best deal XQC probably could ever take.
I
Because
mean,
200
yeah,
100 million that's a lot of dough.
that's a lot of money, and also he doesn't have to do anything
That's a lot of doubloons.
really. He made free money, honestly.
I'm pretty sure in the contract it
Hans
says he
doesn't.
has to stream on Kick for some amount of time.
Yeah, probably
So
like he has like a legal required amount of time
yeah,
he has to
probably like
stream on it.
a weekly hourly kind of
Yeah,
thing.
but also like he averaged like 40 viewers, I think, in his first kick stream.
Really? I don't know if
I think
that's
that was
I don't
it,
know
and
if
I think
that's
maybe he
real.
probably has more now. But like from what I saw, his first kick stream was very lackluster, and everybody's like clowning on fucking Kick for like paying him 100 million when that is what happens. It's so funny because
Yeah.
he's just sitting on his home screen, just going, not saying anything, just sitting there, just staring off, going. It's like 40 viewers.
Dude, that's just what XQC does.
Honestly,
he's a funny
honestly,
little
when I was
guy.
XQC, I would just like turn my computer on, just start streaming, and like go do something else. I mean, it's like
XQC is just a funny
don't
little
give him
dude.
anything. It's it comes back to a stream like eating like some chips, and then it's like, turns it off. Dude, that'd be amazing. That'd be so funny.
Why, you don't like XQC or
No, I don't mind XQC. I'm upset that he took this deal with Kick, obviously, but it's a non-exclusive.
I'm not
So
upset. I mean, if I saw that deal, I would take it immediately.
I understand why he. I'm not saying I don't understand the reasons,
You know.
but morally, to me, I could never take it because fucking Brainrex is just a fucking insane person now, and Aiden Ross is a
And
genuine fucking
I
Nazi
understand why you don't
sympathizer.
like it. I thought you were
Aiden
gonna say
Ross.
it's because Steak owns a Kick, but no, you were like, it's because Aiden Ross is on there. It's because
Well,
Trainwreck is on there, and he's a
yeah,
founder.
it's the people that made it. It's the people that are on it and are the face of it. It's like, yeah, if I'm looking at Twitch and I'm seeing fucking XQC, Critical Role, and like Ninja, I'm gonna look at them and I'm gonna be like, they aren't really problematic. Like Ninja said some shit like once, not once, but a couple of times, but like hasn't really done anything majorly horrible. XQC is just a fucking bumbling maniac, and Critical Role literally hasn't done anything problematic. So it's like I don't think anything when I look at them, and they're like the biggest people on Twitch. They are
You know,
like
I
the
mean,
three biggest.
I don't trust people who have like nothing wrong with them or anything. So
I hear
it's
you
just a matter of
clicking, so
time.
I can't. I hear you clicking, so I can't tell if you're looking up Critical Role controversies or if you're looking up or if you're just playing your game.
I'm just playing my game.
Okay, because it sounded like you were like, I heard you say, hold on. And then I heard clicking, and I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna Google it.
No, James, I'm not that petty.
As we start listing off article titles.
Um, Critical Role. I can't even make anything up.
Because you can't think of anything exactly. But Aiden Ross and Trainwrecks. Trainwreck's a fucking psychopath, and uh, Aiden Ross is just a fucking
He's a
dipshit. Just
psychopath. What has he done recently that's been pretty bad? The only
fucking.
thing I know him for is the gambling addiction.
He keeps going on Twitter and then telling people to kill themselves, just like generally, and then he
I
goes
mean,
on like
I don't
and
I
just
don't know if
fucking
you
streams
should say
himself.
that's a terrible thing to do.
I don't think I'm saying with all the seriousness that he is though, because
Oh
he's
yeah,
literally
so it's
tweeting. No, JD.
the
Here's the
difference
thing.
is the
He's
intent.
tweeting. He's regularly like tweeting Hassan, who apparently is his number one like antagonist, and he's constantly going, "Please, please, just kill yourself, just please," like
Oh,
begging. And it's
you
like,
don't like Trainwreck because he doesn't like Hassan and you like Hassan.
no, not Trainwrecks, Aiden. Sorry, did I say
Oh,
Trainwrecks? I
you
meant
said
Aiden.
Trainwrecks.
Aiden.
I was asking
Sorry, I
about
meant
Trainwrecks.
Aiden.
I was like, what is he? I said gambling addiction, did I? Is
Yeah, no, I was also
that
talking
not
about like both of
okay?
them at the same time.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Aiden's just a
Because for
fucking
me,
dipshit.
I know the bad things
I don't know
Aiden
what's
Ross has
happening with.
done, but I don't know about Trainwrecks.
I don't know. I'm only talking about like what I've previously known. I don't know anything he's recently did other than just starting these dumb fuck companies that are just excuses for people to be pieces of shit just because they want a place where they can gamble and live stream it. That's
Hey, you know what? I'm totally cool with it. You know, get him off the site you usually use, and just there you go.
no, I know, but it's also that they're giving these platforms that are voices for fucking people. And then it's like they're being like, it's a good place to be. We're look at us, look at our ads. Look, we depicted YouTube as this little nerdy little dude, and I'm YouTube. I'm a big, somewhat fit guy. I mean, I'm Rumble. Fucking,
Uh,
it's
yeah.
it's such terrible advertising, by the way. Them doing that. It's look at YouTube, little nerdy wimpy YouTube, and us Rumble. Ooh,
Hey, you know what? I think
ooh.
it's genius because they're
It's
appealing to their target demographic, and I think it
it's
works for them.
yeah, dude. The target demographic, people who do not look like Twitch or Rumble. They're
Their target
fat.
demographic, the 13-year-old edgelords. Yeah.
They're either 13 or they're fucking dickheads. They're fucking adult overweight dickheads who don't go outside.
I'm almost 100% sure the average viewer for Kick was like is just a edgy teenager.
I'm
It's
sure, and
cringe.
that's also where my problem with like Aiden comes from is that he knows this and he still does shit you are not supposed to do in front of children and does it. Like the whole showing porn to his audience and then like very illegal live streaming of like fucking the Super Bowl, just the
Oh,
full thing and stuff.
dude, what
It's
are
like,
you gonna tattle on him? What is that?
yeah, I'm gonna fucking tattle on him. I want him to go to jail. I want
What?
him to suffer.
You think he belongs in jail?
Yes. This guy very publicly makes threats and like makes problems. He is causing problems and fucking indoctrinating people. He is actually indoctrinating people. That is the problem, is that he is doing what is indoctrinating.
Yeah.
All the things that conservatives are going, you gay, you're indoctrinating. No, that's what these dumbasses are doing. This is what it looks like. Not
No,
just
no, no, no.
saying,
They are
hey,
cool.
maybe people should know gay people just exist and it should be a normal thing rather than be like, maybe they should wait till they're adults. I didn't have to wait till I learned what a fucking straight person was. I had parents. I knew what this shit was from the get-go. I understood. It shouldn't be insane to say, yeah, and he was gay. Moving on. Oh, it's gonna break their brains. No, it's not.
You know, the
No, it's
second you
not.
told me that, I got this thing called a potion of savagery. Yeah. I just thought that fit pretty well. Anyway,
I don't know. It's the whole Aiden Ross like fucking indoctrinating his audience of genuine kids. Like that's the
mhm.
thing that gets me about him is that he's doing all this and he knows he's doing it to an audience of kids and he doesn't feel remorseful. He
Of
like
course not.
he helps keep platforming actual sex trafficker Andrew Tate. He
Yeah.
keeps
No,
giving
it's
him a
unproven,
voice and he
James.
keeps going more
Unproven.
and more.
Alleged sex trafficker.
I don't fucking care. I don't care
You
if
don't
it's
know anything
alleged.
for certain,
There's so much
James.
fucking evidence.
You don't know anything for certain.
Yes, I do. The amount of evidence that there is against this man. And then all he ever does is go, no, jealous boyfriend, bruv. But he says it with an American accent. He's a fucking liar about everything.
Jealous boyfriend, bruv. Okay?
It's fucking. I'm losing it. I'm genuinely losing it.
I
Cause
think,
he
yeah, I think all this social media stuff is getting to your head, James. I'm thinking you need to take a little
it's
break,
not even
maybe
social fucking media. It's just like just looking at shit, just like being on
on
YouTube,
social media.
just doing anything where it's just you fucking hear people talk about it and shit. And it's like going anywhere. Fucking seeing just seeing shit normally. I hate it all.
Cool. I'm glad to
Just
know you're
that
filled with nothing but
I,
hate,
I,
and
I want to smash my computer sometimes. Just be like I can break myself from the curse. I can just destroy my links.
but you don't break your computer will only lead to more troubles.
Yeah, because I want people to do this podcast.
I mean, you could break your computer after you build your new one.
No, I want to keep my old one so I can just do mundane shit on it. That way I can keep my new
You can
computer as
keep it as a
clean as I
crypto
can.
miner.
What? What
Huh?
did you say?
You can keep it as a crypto miner.
Oh,
That's
I
what I
didn't hear
said.
the crypto part, and I thought you said something else.
Uh,
I was like, what?
what?
Whoa, 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 hold on. I'm not Aiden Ross here.
Wait, what do you think I said?
I thought you said something about me and a miner. I'm like, whoa,
Miner?
the
I
fuck?
did say it. Crypto miner.
I know.
It
That's
is. Isn't it a type of mining? It's digital mining.
anyways. Do you want to talk about anything else with that?
No. I think I'm pretty solid. Oh, I mean, I guess I'll just mention what game I was playing. Diablo 4.
Yeah.
Just got that, and
You've
I've been
been
playing
playing
it a lot
Diablo 4
recently.
right
It's
now?
been pretty. I'm a big Diablo head now. I'm not gonna lie, Diablo 4 head. Get it?
Oh, by the way, JD, I learned you do have an identity, much like I do,
Do
since
I?
Pride Month and stuff. Yes, you do.
Oh, what's
You
my
are a
identity?
cishet.
And with that, every
No.
Sunday
There's more.
is
There's
what
more.
happens.
There's more. Hold on.
Yeah.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action series, put out photos of the characters.
Oh, and there are they all cis heads?
Cishets, not heads. Hets, because it's short
Hets
for
with a T?
yes,
S?
het,
Okay.
because it's short for hetero, and cis as in cisgender. Because you're a
Oh, I
straight
see.
cis guy, JD.
Yeah, dude. I'm the most rizzed up cis head.
So I'm gonna send you the photos of the characters, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave one out for now, so we can talk about these three first. So first we
Oh,
got
there's a new
Ong.
Avatar the Airbender movie?
It's show. They're making a show for
Oh, it's a
Netflix.
show.
Yeah, and this is for Netflix, and I think the characters visually look like the characters from the show.
I mean, that's the least they could do, right?
Yeah, if only maybe M. Night Shyamalan's movie understood that. But I think Ong, I keep wanting to say Ong because that's what they say in the movie, and it's so funny that they just keep mispronouncing everybody's names. But
Yeah.
Aang, I think he looks amazing. I think the tattoo looks good. I also like the idea of the tattoo not being like fully filled out, and it is just a bunch of like symbols
Well,
scribbled into the
it
shape of an
fully
arrow.
like the opaqueness disappears when he's like powered up, right? That's the whole point.
Yeah, it changes.
Anyway, though, yeah, it
Oh,
looks
I just
okay.
realized there's water in the Katara shot as well. I just realized that at the top of it, there's water that you can see.
Oh, oh, for me, it's cut off on Discord when you send as a little like
You don't click on them and look at them.
not really. I mean, if I can just
That's
look at,
probably the best way to look at the characters, though.
I mean, I can see them just fine from the unclicked in part. So
Okay. Zuko, I think, looks great. I was very curious what they were gonna do. The scar looks better than what they did in the movie, which was just kind of choosing a slightly darker paint than the guy's skin tone and
yeah,
painting around his eye.
yeah,
This
it
one
looks like
does
it's
look
a
like
looks
it
like it's a
looks like
black
a
eye.
it, yeah, maybe if you're looking at it from the very minimized image
Well,
instead
I
of
mean,
the
I'm
full
zoomed in
screen.
on it now, and it
You're
still kind
zoomed
of
in,
looks like I
and you
can't
don't know
tell
what a
like the
fucking black eye
scarring.
looks like, JD. I
It's
swear
probably
to
just
God.
like the bad. It's probably just the was the pixel level on the image
Yeah, it's
that I
probably
can't
the
make it out.
pixel.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it looks good. I think you can see all the little straining of like the red for the burning, like moving on and
I mean, yeah,
stuff.
I could tell he looks like I could tell he's Zuko. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I think if I remember correctly, because I was looking it up when I was doing like my when I showed you my My Hero Academia edits.
Mhm.
I think if I remember correctly, the guy who played the teenager Shang-Chi is playing Zuko in this.
Oh,
I think. I could be
dang,
wrong.
he looks pretty.
That could have been a different
He
actor.
looks
I think
older
that
than that in that one picture, but maybe it's just from that angle.
yeah, I think it might be. But there's also one more. guy that I didn't show you, JD,
Mhm.
for a reason, because he is a point of controversy. But it's
All right, let's see it.
Sokka.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It's Sokka, and the suit, the
So
costume
good.
doesn't look bad compared to
The
like the
costume design
version.
looks good, actually. Yeah.
I love the costume design
So
and
what's
everybody. I
controversial about
especially
him?
very specifically before I get into like my points of like my problems with Sokka and
Yeah.
the actor specifically.
Oh,
uh,
you don't like the actor?
for good reason, trust me.
Okay,
Uh,
James. I get that
I
maybe you
think
don't like people who aren't white, but
well, JD, that might be part of the problem, isn't it?
is that part of the problem? I couldn't have
We'll get
guessed.
to it, but firstly, Zuko's armor looks amazing. I love the look of it. That's just what I wanted to say real quick because I didn't say that.
It
I
looks a
just said
little
he looks great,
plastic
but
to me.
no, it doesn't. What the fuck? What do you mean?
Yeah, I
It
can see
looks
how
like leather. It
fake
looks like leather.
cloth polyester looking costume right there.
You're trying. You're really trying.
I'm not
Uh,
even looking at the picture right now.
but the Sokka actor is in a point of controversy because he may not actually be a Native American person like he claimed. This might just be a white guy.
Really?
Yeah, so there was a problem was this actor had showed up in the show 13 Reasons Why as a very small ancillary part. And then they started casting for the live action Avatar show. And he then put
Oh,
in
did he put
his
on his resume that he was Native American?
yes.
That's
And
pretty funny.
also, when verifying it, they said he was registered. But then, upon some other people being like, I don't know, this guy seems a little sus to me, they looked into it. He had only registered as Native American when
Like
the
right
casting.
before. Okay.
Yeah. So in the tribe he listed with is not one of the federally recognized tribes.
Mm.
So that's also part of the controversy. Some people have used the terms not a real, like a fake tribe, and I don't know if that's a good way of describing it. Because I wouldn't call it like not a real tribe, but I would say because they're
Yeah,
not
I'd say they're a
federally.
fake tribe.
I think because they're not federally, I have no real fucking point on this. I think the guy is white. Is what I'm trying to say
That's
is that
it.
I think that might be the problem from what I'm seeing of all the information is that it's just another white guy taking the Native American character's role, like they did in the fucking movie where they just made everybody white but the Fire Nation.
Yeah.
Anyways, though, I think the other actors look great. Uh, I think they all look like their characters, and I think this guy does look like Sokka. But then it also is, I don't think he's Native American.
Well, you can think whatever you want to think, James.
I know I can. That's why I'm saying it. Fucking dipshit.
Oh, so that's why everybody does like him?
Yeah, so he's a big point of controversy, and they've never really addressed this. I also have my problems with the show in general. The live
Yeah.
action one, because Netflix wanted to do what Netflix does with teenager based shows and age up the characters so it's okayer for the things they wanted to do. I imagine you can think
What,
of
like
what that might
romance
mean.
type of stuff?
Yeah, they wanted to
Okay.
add more sexualized content to it, so they wanted to age up the
Oh, I
characters,
see. Yeah.
which is why the original Avatar: The Last Airbender creators who were a part of this at the beginning stepped away because they were like, I don't like what's happening with this. So this could be a situation where everything looks great, but then there's a problem with the
But then the
story.
story is like
Yeah.
Mindy Kaling. Is that Mindy Kaling? Mindy Kaling's
Mindy
Velma.
calling effect.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, where it's just Velma,
The
but
Mindy calling effect.
everything. It's the Mindy calling effect.
Dude, people keep saying that under fucking the Mr. Beast the guy what's her name? Or his name. You can say his because they use any pronouns, but Chris. Everybody keeps saying the Carl effect under their like
Carl effect.
yeah,
Coral
because
effect.
people are saying that Carl from Mr. Beast turned Chris gay or trans and stuff.
It was
And
the
it's like
water. The
it's so
water
off
turned me gay.
it's off base though, because like Carl isn't gay. And all Carl did was say, "Hey, I'm happy that you want to be trans. That's cool. I'll support you." And everybody's just like, "The Carl effect. Carl effect. Carl did this. Carl did this." It's so weird. But
I mean, it's just
yes,
like that. It's just like that Starfield presentation I saw where everyone's just like, "It's woke, woke," and then like, and you can fly your spaceship in space. Woke spaceship, woke
whoa, whoa.
spaceship. And they're like, you can trade resources. Woke trading.
I think Bruce Green and Lawrence Sontag had a very good reaction to the Starfield trailer where they did call out all the faults with it, though.
Yeah.
I feel like they very properly made fun of it in a very good way. But yeah, uh, Avatar: Last Airbender. I have my problems with the show itself. I think it'll be probably fine. It looks good visually, much like the One Piece show. I think that's probably gonna be fine.
Yeah. Finally, the One Piece is real.
It is.
It is.
Dude, I genuinely love how diverse the casting was for One Piece as well. They actually took the characters' proper ethnicities from the show and manga and stuff.
Yeah.
Which did upset people. Everyone's like, why are they turning our white characters Asian and Hispanic and black? It's like they never were. Luffy's from, I think, like, Cuba or some shit.
Maybe.
Like, whatever their version of Cuba. Like, I know he's not white, though. That's, like, what I knew. He's like, yeah, Luffy's not white.
Yeah, Luffy is a Pyrintian. I don't know what the nation's name is.
Yeah, man.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't. They don't use modern day.
Luffy's from wherever Sokka's from, man.
He's from whatever island that he's spawned on.
Yeah, I just meant like in the way like some shows like Full Metal Alchemist or like Attack on Titan. Like, yeah, they're German, but then there's also like some.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they parallel Germany. Yeah.
Right, and that's what I mean.
Even though it's like technically not German.
It's so German coded though. It's also German
coded.
There's
German code all over it.
The German coding goes deep on these.
You remember when we keep seeing those Oppenheimer trailers when we watch the movies?
Yeah.
My father saw it and he's like, this is a good movie right here. You know why? It's because they bombed the That's the bomb that's the bomb they dropped in Japan.
Don't tell me that's what your father actually said.
That's what he said to me.
Oh my god, we gotta get your father on the podcast. Oh my god, we need to get your father on an episode.
And he said to me, JD, they murdered millions of Chinese people back then.
And he said it with a smile.
You know that. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. I read history. I know about history. Did the class and everything.
It's not why
modern day Japan is,
it's not why America did it though.
That's true. It's not why they did it.
It's not why we built those bombs.
It's not why we did it. But you did it anyway. And, the intention and the actions, they relate at some point. But, actions are always,
Yeah, I mean, America was just like the law of equivalent exchange. 3 of our boats for 2 of your largest cities.
Well, hey, man, it's kind of like a thing where it's like, it's kind of like, if you walked up and you slapped someone and then they pulled out a knife and killed you, I mean.
No, it's the whole Aiden Ross's friend going, yeah,
I love that shit. Aiden Ross's friend going, yeah, I love that shit.
Christ. And there we go. There's the end of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I still have to do the outro.
Yeah, I do.
It's every Sunday that we do this. If you enjoyed, subscribe. Did you catch us every Sunday? It's when these things drop, probably. I mean, I have to upload it today, so thanks for giving me this huge amount of time to edit this.
I told you to just do it without me, and you're like, I'll wait.
No, I'll wait.
You're the one who chose this, JD.
I'll just wait until you're done with bringing your sister back from Reno. Just bring her back.
You're the one who looked me in your eyes and you said,
well, James, how about you just bring us out?
So I do think the transfer.